It's not all about Arsene Wenger this weekend. We've got the FA Cup semi-finals as well as more crunch clashes in the Premier League. Manchester United, Tottenham, Chelsea and Southampton are looking to stay on track for a silver lining to their season and book a place in next month's final while Wenger's farewell starts. He's got 3 home games left, with the London Derby against West Ham. Here's our game-by-game betting guide. Man United v Tottenham, Saturday 5:15 p.m. FA Cup. United's chances of reaching the final could hinge on which Paul Pogba turns up. He was outstanding at Man City, honking against West Brom, much better at Bournemouth and certainly good enough to warrant a start at Wembley. His pal Romelu Lukaku is United's cup specialist though, scoring in every round on their way to the last 4. But the bad news for the Belgian is that Jan Vertonghen, his international teammate, will be blocking his path to goal, having shut him out twice already this season in the league. Lukaku is 7-1 to open the scoring, where Harry Kane heads the betting at 7 halves. With or without Pogba, this is a hard one to call, and recent results for both teams haven't made it any easier. Any score draw is 7 halves and could be the shout. Both teams are 12-1 to win on spot kicks, or you can get 11 halves. Either side wins it via shootout. West Bromwich v Liverpool, Saturday 12:30 p.m. Premier League. Between late August 2017 and last week, West Brom only managed to beat 3 teams, Exeter, Brighton and Liverpool. So if they did it during the dark days, surely they'll be on for a repeat under unbeaten Darren Moore. 1 win and 1 draw since Alan Pardew was shown the door. Well, probably not, but as they head for the championship they're refusing to go without a fight. Liverpool are 11-20, Marathon, for the win, but can be backed at 9/4, Hills, to win with both teams scoring. The Roma game is just around the corner for the Reds, and before facing Man City in the previous round of the Champions League. Their results were a narrow win over Crystal Palace and a draw with Everton. 8-2 to 1 away win. Here is 8-1 with a few firms. Watford v Crystal Palace, Saturday 3 p.m. Premier League. If ever a Premier League fixture screamed draw, it's this one. Watford are normally a difficult outfit to break down at Vicarage Road. Only Burnley have won there this year, while Palace are just about keeping their head above the trapdoor thanks largely to their record against their closest rivals. In their last dozen games against opposition in the bottom half, they've won 5 and drawn the rest. You can get 12/5. This ends all square, while 2-2 is 14-1. Chelsea v Southampton, Sunday 3 p.m. FA Cup. Chelsea's results heading into their trip to Southampton last week were ropey at best, and we fully expected them to slip up. They almost did, but since launching that comeback from 2-0 down and then beating a Burnley side who had won 5 in a row before Thursday night, it's now impossible to back against them. Saints, who drew 0-0 at Leicester in midweek as another nail was hammered into the coffin, will have nothing to fear after last week at St Mary's and can make it difficult, but will be taking Chelsea in 90 minutes at half, while a halftime draw on Blues win is 18/5. If you fancy a repeat of last week, Chelsea to win from behind is 10-1 with Sky Bet, while a 3-2 scoreline in their favour is 28-1. Arsenal v West Ham, Sunday 1:30 p.m. Premier League. Call them bullies if you like, they've been called much worse this season, but Arsenal always win when they're at home against a non-top 6 team, and the only points dropped on their own patch this season were against Man City, Man United, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Wenger, who will field a strong side despite the Europa League now being the #1 priority, doesn't see a problem with the dwindling attendances at the Emirates Stadium, but however many turn up on Sunday should be treated to a 14th home league win of the campaign in what will be the long-serving manager's second last there. Backing them last week was daft, but they can pay us back at 19/10 to win with both teams scoring. They've conceded in their last 4 games. Stoke v Burnley, Sunday 1:30 p.m. Premier League. Chelsea took the wind out of Burnley's sails in midweek, and 6th place may be beyond them now. Stoke have to take advantage to keep alive the slimmest hope of beating the drop, but the numbers don't give them much chance. They've let in more goals, 64, than any other team, and have only scored more than 1 on a single occasion in their last 16 games. The best Stoke can hope for here is a draw, and you can get 11 halves on 1-1. Man City v Swansea, Sunday 4:30 p.m. Premier League. Don't expect a title party hangover. Now that their blip is behind them, expect a rampant City to do their celebrating on the pitch. They don't get the trophy until early May, but the party, which started last Sunday, will carry on against Swansea side who, in 5 games played since beating West Ham, have lost the only 2 matches they've played against teams at the top, 3-0 to Spurs in the Cup and 2-0 to Man United, and drawn the other 3. The champions are no better than 2-13, but you can get 16/5 with a couple of firms. They win -3 on the handicap, or 9/4 they win with over 4.5 total goals in the match. Everton v Newcastle, Monday 8 p.m. Premier League. It's hard to pick a loser here. Newcastle are aiming for a fifth straight victory, while the only two teams to get the better of the Toffees at Goodison this year come from Manchester. A bet that could give a run for your money, providing they start, is Wayne Rooney and Ioz Perez both to score. The Toon Man has 3 in his last 3, while Rooney, although on a dry spell since before Christmas, loves playing Newcastle more than any other team. 15 goals he's put past them. Both players on target is 9-1 with Sky Bet. Holmes, Arsenal, Brentford, Sheff Wed, Forest Green, Crew 28-1 Betfair Ways, Wolves, Villa, Blackpool, Dundee United 21 Marathon Draws, Watford v Palace, Kilmarnock v Aberdeen, Northampton v Plymouth 38-1 widely available from oddschecker.com.